Welcome to an in-depth look at the elite contenders gearing up for the 2025 Haskell Stakes, one of the summer's most pivotal showdowns in thoroughbred racing. Held at Monmouth Park over a testing 1 1/8 miles on dirt, the Haskell isn't just another Grade 1 race. It's a $1 million proving ground for 3-year-olds navigating the critical path between the Triple Crown and the Breeders' Cup. With a coveted win and your in-berth to the Breeders' Cup Classic on the line, the stakes couldn't be higher. From comeback campaigns to breakout stars, each contender enters with something to prove. So let's count down the top 10 horses ready to make their mark in the 2025 Haskell Stakes. At number 10, making waves on the national scene, we have Admiral Dennis, a rising star in the 2025 Haskell Stakes Grade 1 lineup. This bay colt, foaled in 2022, represents Outlaw family stables and is expertly trained by Brad Cox, a veteran with a proven track record at Monmouth Park. Boasting 3 wins from 7 starts, Admiral Dennis owns a respectable 42.86% win rate and continues to build momentum in his sophomore season. His pedigree is stacked, being sired by Constitution and out of Gulf Coast, a mare by Union Rags, blending speed and stamina in equal measure. A major career milestone came with his emphatic victory in the inaugural Delaware Derby, where he dominated the field by over 3 lengths. Prior to that, he held his own with a gritty 4th place finish in the Grade 1 Bluegrass Stakes, facing elite companies such as Burnham Square and East Avenue. Perhaps most encouraging is his consistent uptick in bear speed figures, signaling a colt that is physically maturing and mentally sharpening at just the right time. The timing couldn't be better for a Grade 1 breakout. Additionally, the Brad Cox factor looms large, as his experience navigating the demands of the Haskell could give Admiral Dennis a strategic edge. Luan Machado, set to pilot the colt, brings a strong rapport and familiarity that may prove crucial in a competitive field. With upward trajectory, elite connections, and distance versatility, Admiral Dennis shapes up as a dark horse threat in the Haskell Stakes. At number 9, punching well above his weight, is the gritty and consistent Moplex, a New York-bred standout rapidly becoming a force among 2025 3-year-olds. Trained by Jeremiah C. Engelhardt and owned by R&H Stable, Moplex enters the Haskell Stakes with a battle-tested resume that includes 8 starts, 5 wins, and a sparkling 62.5% win percentage. His earnings have already soared to an impressive $745,000, underscoring his effectiveness across both sprint and route distances. Bred from Complexity and Mo Joy by Uncle Mo, this colt combines tactical speed with strong late energy, traits that suit Monmouth's demanding 1 1/8 mile configuration. Among his signature victories are the Grade 3 Ohio Derby, the Sanford Stakes, and the Funny Side Stakes, showcasing his versatility against varied company. His 3rd place finish as a juvenile in the Grade 1 Champaign Stakes hinted at elite potential, which he's now fulfilling as a sophomore. The Ohio Derby win holds particular weight. It came at the same distance as the Haskell, erasing any doubts about his stamina. Furthermore, as one of Complexity's leading progeny in 2025, Moplex is blazing a trail for his sire's early stud legacy. His toughness, race IQ, and adaptability make him a genuine player in this year's Haskell Stakes. With a trainer known for getting horses to peak in big moments, Moplex is more than just a contender. He's a legitimate threat. At number 8, flying slightly under the radar but packed with potential, is the Gray Roan colt National Law, a developing talent aiming to make a bold statement in the 2025 Haskell Stakes. Representing Colts Neck Stables LLC and guided by trainer Jorge Duarte Jr., National Law brings a record of 5 starts with 2 wins and a 40% strike rate. He shares the same prolific sire as Admiral Dennis, Constitution, whose 2025 stud fee of $110,000 highlights his reputation as a premier source of classic distance runners. National Law is out of Susie's Baby, a daughter of the versatile Giant's Causeway, further enhancing his stamina-influenced bloodlines. While his resume may lack the marquee wins of others, his allowance victory at Pimlico on May 12th, where he beat Amy's Music, was a visually impressive step forward. Earning $70,525 thus far, his connections have taken a deliberate approach, placing him in spots that build confidence without overexposure. This patient campaign is often the sign of a horse being readied for a major breakout at just the right time. With a pedigree built for 1 1/8 miles and beyond, and signs of untapped potential, National Law may be poised for a seismic leap in class. Should he rise to the challenge, the Haskell could become the stage where this unheralded colt proves he belongs among among the elite. His trajectory hints at a colt just beginning to tap into his full capabilities, and the Grade 1 spotlight may bring out his best yet. At number 7, stirring up buzz with his breakout Monmouth performance is Wild and Crazy Night, a New Jersey-bred gelding aiming to make history in the 2025 Haskell Stakes. Representing Fleury Racing Stables and trained by Dan Ward, this bay son of Midnight Loot has compiled a record of 10 starts, with 2 wins, 3 runner-up finishes, and 1 third, showcasing durability and growing consistency. His pedigree blends sprinting power from Midnight Loot with the stamina-rich bloodlines of Wildcat Air. Through his dam, Proud to be Wild, Wild and Crazy Night announced his presence with authority when finishing second in the NYRA Bets Pegasus Stakes on Haskell Preview Day, a race that doubled as his first 2-turn attempt. Clocking a career-best Bayer speed figure in that outing, he signaled an ability to elevate his game over added distance. What makes this effort especially promising is that it came over the very same Monmouth Park track that will host the Haskell, reinforcing his comfort with the local surface and configuration. Jockey Isaac Castillo has been an important part of the gelding's journey, developing chemistry that may pay dividends when the pressure is on. While not the flashiest resume in the field, Wild and Crazy Night's trajectory is trending upward, and his local familiarity gives him a valuable edge. With proven form over the course and a stamina-friendly pedigree, he's an underdog that could surprise in the Haskell spotlight. At number 6, galloping into the Haskell spotlight with home court advantage, we find Kentucky Outlaw, a hard-trying colt with a compelling backstory. Both owned and trained by Felissa Dunn, this bay son of Outwork has earned his place in this Grade 1 showdown with a record of 5 starts, 3 wins, and 1 third, translating into a strong 60% win rate. His dam, Fend, is by Street Sense, giving Kentucky Outlaw a balanced genetic package of speed and resilience. His breakthrough came in the opening day Long Branch Stakes at Monmouth Park, a win and you're in event for the Haskell. That performance not only secured his invitation, but also proved his ability to dominate over this very track, a key factor that often separates contenders from pretenders. He followed up with a solid third-place finish in the Delaware Derby, narrowly behind Haskell rival Admiral Dennis, demonstrating his competitiveness at the stakes level. Most notably, Kentucky Outlaw benefits from the services of Paco Lopez, Monmouth's leading rider and a master of the course's unique layout. That pairing of horse and jockey, both proven over the track, creates a potent synergy that can't be overlooked. The colt's tactical speed and familiarity with Monmouth make him a legitimate player in this year's field. For a horse bred, raced, and refined in the region, Kentucky Outlaw represents local pride with big race potential. At number 5, coming off a jaw-dropping statement win, stands Bracket Buster, a fast-developing colt with Grade 1 ambitions and momentum on his side heading into the 2025 Haskell Stakes. Bred for talent and trained by Victoria Oliver, this bay son of Vacoma is the first stakes winner produced by his dam, Spring Dance. Bracket Buster's current resume includes 7 starts with 2 wins, 1 second, and 1 third. But it's the manner of his most recent victory that's turning heads. In the Pegasus Stakes at Monmouth Park, he absolutely romped home by 7 commanding lengths over a sloppy track, defeating Wild and Crazy Night in dominant fashion and clocking an eye-catching Bayer figure. That performance underscores his ability to handle off tracks and thrive under pressure, 2 traits essential for elite summer racing. His prior runner-up effort in the Grade 3 Lexington Stakes, finishing behind eventual Preakness second-place finisher Gosger, further validates his quality against top-tier competition. His sire Vacoma is emerging as a powerhouse producer, currently the leading second-crop sire of 2025, and Bracket Buster is quickly becoming one of his flag bearers. With a proven win over the Monmouth surface and sharp form heading into the Haskell, he's peaking at precisely the right time. Add in his versatility, stamina, and improving form, and Bracket Buster has all the makings of a serious Grade 1 threat. At number 4, entering the arena with powerful connections and rising momentum, we spotlight Goal-Oriented, a colt bred for brilliance and conditioned by Hall of Famer Bob Baffert. Owned by Powerhouse Group's SF Racing LLC and Starlight Racing, Goal-Oriented boasts an eye-catching record of 2 wins from just 3 starts, giving him a 66.67% strike rate in limited yet quality appearances. By Not This Time, whose $175,000 stud fee reflects elite demand, and Out of Busy Caroline by A Fleet Alex, this colt brings both speed and stamina to the equation. Though lightly raced, he made a splash with victories at Churchill Downs and Santa Anita, earning nearly $185,000. His fourth-place finish in the Grade 1 Preakness Stakes behind Journalism marked a strong showing against the nation's best, reinforcing his class. Under Baffert's meticulous guidance, every start is a calculated step, and the Haskell appears to be the carefully chosen moment for a peak effort. The barn's long-standing dominance with 3-year-olds in Grade 1 races adds further intrigue, suggesting goal-oriented ceiling is still untapped. His classic-oriented pedigree, bolstered by not-this-time success with Derby and Preakness stars like Epicenter, supports the notion that this colt is tailor-made for 1 1/8 miles. With elite training, proven stamina, and rapid development, goal-oriented could launch a career-defining performance at Monmouth Park. At number 3, stepping into the Haskell with battle-hardened experience and Grade 1 credentials, we have Burnham Square, a seasoned contender who brings depth, resilience, and class to the 2025 field. Owned by Witham Thoroughbreds LLC and trained by Ian Wilkes, this 3-year-old colt enters the race with 8 starts, 3 wins, 2 seconds, and a third, reflecting a strong 37.5% win rate. His sire, Liam's Map, won the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, while his dam, Linda, was a turf miler by Scat Daddy, an influential sire of versatile runners. Burnham Square's resume features victories in the Grade 1 Bluegrass Stakes and Grade 3 Holy Bull, establishing him as a legitimate force on the Derby trail. In the Kentucky Derby, he finished 6th due to a rough trip filled with traffic, an effort that still hinted at untapped potential. His runner-up finish in the Matt Winn Stakes served as a reminder of his consistency and ability to rebound. While Liam's Map is known for mile speed, Burnham Square's female line tells a different story. His dam and Grand Dam performed well at longer distances, and the presence of Scat Daddy suggests versatility and toughness. The pedigree reveals that 1 1/8 miles should be within reach, especially with a clean trip. With his proven class, adaptability, and a redemption arc after the Derby, Burnham Square enters the Haskell as a serious threat to reclaim Grade 1 glory. At number 2, charging into contention with a flawless record of consistency and high-speed front-running flair, is the exciting Gosger, a colt who has yet to finish out of the exacta in 4 career starts. Bred and owned by Harvey A. Clark Racing Stables LLC and trained by Brendan Walsh, this gray-roan son of Nyquist boasts 2 wins and 2 seconds, including a career-defining victory in the Grade 3 Lexington Stakes. His dam, Gloria S., is by Tappet, giving him a valuable infusion of stamina to complement Nyquist's brilliant speed. In the Preakness Stakes, Gosger seized command with authority, opening up a 5-length lead in the stretch before being caught late by Journalism, finishing a gallant second. That performance confirmed his ability to carry speed over classic distances, while also revealing where tactics might need refining. His wire-to-wire dominance in the Lexington and sharp finishes in Graded Stakes Company confirm his Grade 1 readiness. With Louis Saez aboard, one of the most aggressive and successful pace jockeys in North America, expect Gosger to take the race to his rivals early. His tactical speed, strong constitution, and unblemished record of top 2 finishes mark him as one of the most reliable and dangerous horses in the field. Should he ration his energy just right, Gosger may well lead them all the way to the winner's circle in the Haskell Stakes. And at number 1, sitting firmly atop the rankings with championship credentials, is the electrifying Journalism, a bay colt who embodies class, consistency, and clutch performance on the biggest stages. Foaled in 2022 and campaigned by Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners and Bridlewood Farm, Journalism is trained by Michael W. McCarthy and regularly piloted by top jockey Umberto Rispoli. He enters the 2025 Haskell Stakes with a sterling record of 8 starts, 5 wins, 2 seconds, and 1/3, never finishing out of the money and winning at an elite 62.5% clip. By Curlin, one of the greatest sires of the modern era, and out of Mopetism, a graded stakes performer by Uncle Mo, his pedigree screams stamina, class, and late race power. Journalism's crowning achievement came in the Grade 1 Preakness Stakes, where he unleashed a devastating stretch run to reel in a loose-on-the-lead Gosger, proving his grit and ability to close into a hot pace. He also boasts victories in the Grade 1 Santa Anita Derby and Grade 2 scores in both the Los Alamitos Futurity and San Felipe, showing his dominance coast to coast. With over $3.1 million in career earnings, he stands alone as the most accomplished runner in the field. What separates Journalism is not just his raw talent, but his mental toughness and adaptability. traits that define true champions. Heading into the Haskell, he is undeniably the horse to beat. A formidable closer with the resume and weaponry to conquer yet another Grade 1 battlefield. The 2025 Haskell Stakes promises to be a high-stakes showdown packed with drama, talent, and career-defining moments. From rising stars to classic-tested warriors, these top contenders reflect the depth and excitement this $1 million Grade 1 race delivers year after year. With a win and you're in ticket to the Breeders' Cup Classic on the line, the competition will be fierce and history is ready to be written at Monmouth Park. These are the possible contenders, and for the latest updates, be sure to check the link in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth horse racing content.